2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Jazz out in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, they're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. Well, Freak was recently selected to be a part of All-Star Weekend. Very big honor for him, and I'm sure there will be a lot expected of him. You guys have both been involved with All-Star Weekend. What's it like? What's going through their heads right now?
Well, the most important thing you have to do is just enjoy the weekend. There's going to be a lot of superstars there. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You just have to go, perform, let them know who you are. The fans voted you in. You got to give them a great show.
Yeah, but the
starting lineup of the visiting
We are in Salt Lake City, Utah, where the Jazz are looking to take one from an Eastern Conference opponent here at the Energy Solutions Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Charlotte, these guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Chase in a two-guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jefferson. And it's Goodman in at the four. Here's Hayward. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the inside. Here's Chase. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. And what a year it's been for Freak. It hasn't gone unnoticed as he'll be part of the All-Star game. What a dream come true for him.
And you certainly can't argue against Freak. He earned his spot on the All-Star squad, Kevin. Making that roster is one of the hardest things to do, and his play this year has been outstanding.
Favors can't get it to go. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Jackson has the open look. And then Favors with the dunk.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jackson kicks to Favors. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
You know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive.
Walker the pass to Chase. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists tonight.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Ladies and
Over the last month, let's see how the Hornets performed, Kevin, in the NBA stats. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also one in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Now here's Jackson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Hayward against Kidd-Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Drills it from outside.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Hornets leading by 8. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he's capable of. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thank you, Doris. And a big part of this weekend for the players is just getting to hang out with their peers in a non-competitive environment. I think, Clark, that I heard Freak was invited to relax to some of the big guys.
Yeah, it was Freak, Curry, Harden, and Davis all hanging out this All-Star weekend. As much as these guys compete on the hardwood, it's kind of nice to get together within the fraternity of the league and just enjoy each other. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's kind of cool to see when it does.
Cruz, he's checked in for Utah. Charlotte also making some changes. Bargnani is checked in for Jefferson. Hood comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Roten subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Hayward. He had 15 points last outing. With the floater, Bargnani grabs the board.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Hornets, #1.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. A 12-point game. Favors dishes to Hayward. He kicks to Burks. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Favors. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Hornets leading by 9. Here's the screen. Roten kicks to Freak. Offline with his 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. From past the arc, good for the basket, #9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Hayward outside. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Hornets ahead. They're up by 11. And here's Freak now on being selected to his first All-Star game.
It's a huge honor, you know. I mean, I couldn't have an All-Star kind of season without help from my fans, teammates, and my coaches. So I got to thank them for supporting me and, you know, helping me get to this point.
What do you think, Clark, about his All-Star selection?
Well, I think it was deserved, Kevin. I mean,
Some teams changing it up here. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. We've got Lyles. He's out there with Alec Burks. Favors is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Red in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
So it's the Jazz now, following the bucket by the Hornets.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Red. Chase, soft touch off the glass. Freak's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Now here is Red. Not a lot of room. There's the screen. Shoots from the elbow. Ballar with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Jackson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Burks. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Charlotte leading by 12. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He finished with 42 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of it.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And here's Jackson following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's Lyles, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lyles got his first bucket in this one.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual match.
Yeah.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Favors with a screen on Walker. The drive by Jackson. Red outside. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Bargnani is checked in for Charlotte. Hood comes in for Kemba Walker. Hood, the pass to Chase, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Reggie Jackson. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is, always communicating and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. You know, it doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
They set the screen. Here's Cruz. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Chase, he's in at shooting guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Jefferson is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Goodman in at the power forward position.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Favors with the screen. Hayward dishes to Jackson. Stolen by Walker. And here's the break. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And Walker kicks to Freak. The three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 15. Inside. 11 feet away. Favors can't get it to go. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. The feed now to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 6. And Charlotte again with the buckets.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. Freak number 1.
And one of the benefits of being as fantastic at the free throw line as he is it allows him to be really aggressive at driving the lane.
Which he is, very aggressive. He'll explode from his usual spot on the perimeter toward the rack, looking for contact, seeking it out, trying to get himself to the foul line.
Hold on, what?
Clock at 4. Kicks to Hayward. Shoots it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hornets leading by 17. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Burks got it. Good on the shot. Burks got his second bucket tonight.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
And Walker kicks to Freak. No good from outside. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. Burks, the pass to Hayward. Here's Burke. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 9 points for Trey Burke.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Bargnani is checked in for the Hornets. Both teams will make substitutions. Jazz trail by 14. Dishes it to Favors. Feeds it to Burke. Favors with the screen. Pass to Burks. Favors against Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. Favors can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Out left to the wing. Favors with the screen. Burks dishes to Favors.
What a game for Favors. He has 15 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
A different look for Utah. Reds checked in, and it's Jackson in for Trey Burke. Hornets leading by 13. Here's Chase, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And the pass to Lyles. Here's Cruz. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
They get the rebound. Roten kicks to Freak. Here's the 3. That's good.
3.
Freak's got 42 in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Jazz have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard. Freaks checked in for Tony Roten. Here's Walker. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Red in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Jackson kicks to Favors. Red for 3. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Jazz trail by 18. Hayward kicks to Jackson. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Hayward passes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. 5 to shoot. That shot's good from Hawes.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Favors with the screen. Kid Gilchrist against Hayward. Here's Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte leading by 18. Here's Chase. Off target with his 3. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
At the elbow, Jefferson. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Freak with it. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Freak's got 12 points in just the second half.
The Jazz.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz dancers.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson kicks to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what a game for Freak. 49 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And both free throws good from Freak. Jazz trail by 21. Jackson kicks to Hawes. Passes it to Hayward. Now the dish to Hawes. The Jazz with another miss. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Freak with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Here's the screen. Walker against Jackson, and that one's good. Freak.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Burke dishes to Burks. He feeds it to Burke. He kicks it to Burks. Pass to Burke. Can they get it? Hornets with the rebound. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Freak kicks to Bargnani. Bazemore passes to Chase. He dishes it to Bazemore. Now the feed to Freak. Just 4 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Villar's shot is off. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Freak's got 58.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Burks kicks to Burke. Now the pass to Cruz. No good on the 3. Now here's Freak. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. This is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.